Welcome to the Finals, an action-packed FPS where the loading queues are just as infinite as the run to get back into the action, where the strats and builds are extra busted, and where the best gun in the game is the one that you just got killed by. In theory, the game is simple. It's just a Mr. Krabs simulator, with a lot of 4 Loko in its system. Unless you're playing special hell events like Steal the Spotlight, where the event is a non-stop third party.
Oh, frick, dude, I have 36k? I just gotta survive, I just gotta no shot, bro.
Seriously, who thought this was a good idea? The goal of most of the Finals game modes are to get a money cube, deliver it to a locker, and clench your cheeks for a 2-minute King of the Hill. Now the method of attacking and defending varies per your team, but before going into that, you need to understand that this is a team game. Each team consists of 3 players, and in each trio, you're given the options of being small, thick, and big mama.
Oh, dude, is Big Mama? Let's freaking go!
Within each of these classes, you have multiple guns, abilities, and utilities at your disposal. Now here's what you really need to know. Playing the Finals is like playing League of Legends. Once you select your champion, you're stuck with them for the rest of the game. So if the enemy team has 3 Big Mamas and your team has only light builds with no movement, you can basically kiss that round goodbye. Now I'll break this down simply and then go in depth. The light class is the most intense and rewarding, but the hardest and worst build to contest with. The medium build is the most toxic and most annoying to go against, and the best to tilt with. And the tank build is the most reliable and easy to play with the only downside being you're just slow. Now for the light builds, if you're using any of these weapons on screen, you're gonna lose the team fight. You're gonna be the first to die and the last to resurrect. You're a glass cannon, and honestly calling you a glass cannon would be an overstatement. You're just glass. But you're the most fun to play. You're the only class with a sniper in the game, and to me, that's the only reason to play the game. Other than that, you probably have the most creative spread of weapons ranging from daggers, throwing knives.
Come on. Oh my gosh, get outplayed.
SMGs, and swords that all actually have their benefits to help you win fights. Except the pistol. I mean, who actually uses this thing?
What the frick was that?
You have a lot of mobility options that increase the pace and make you slippery, which can be super clutch. But most of the time, your pea shooters, knives, and swords will get you outmatched against anyone who's not a potato. However, if you take a minute to explore how to utilize all of the tools at your disposal against the team comps you're going up against, you can find some amusing and fun playstyles. I mean, if you take a look at the grappler, it's amazing how this thing can be used to increase your winning odds in any situation. And pair it with the sword, and for some reason you can turn into Levi from Attack on Titan. I mean, there are so many other builds and possibilities that are better than this one, but you can figure them out for yourself. For the medium builds, forget every single item on the screen except for these 2. Now pay close attention, because I'm going to show you a strat that no one else knows that'll guarantee you a dub. The strat's so good, even Nazis and Anne Frank could appreciate this attic defense. Now the medium build is fun. You have a large spread of weapons and utilities that might be the best in the game. You're the only build in the game that can be a Mercy, a Pathfinder, a Nazi, a noob tuber, and honestly way more. The balance in your utility, health, and speed set you apart from other classes to the extent I personally think this class is the best to run for a win. But the least fun to play. You usually just end up camping cash points with an unnecessary amount of poison bombs and turrets. However, the guns you get are still very fun, and you do have the most utility to add to your team. Did the enemy just spend 2 minutes killing your tanks but you hit from behind? That's funny because actually he's not dead. Are you tired of not being able to get the high ground before the other people do? Not anymore, you're playing Apex Legends now. Do you want to be cool like the light builds and use a grappling hook? Nah, actually you can't do that one. But you do have a bounce pad that's kind of fun. The heavy build actually offers a lot of powerful variety. You are the sugar mama who can protect your babies from poachers. If one of them gets taken though, don't bother with an Amber Alert, you're not getting them back. From shields to goo, you have the possibility of giving your team an opportunity to survive or steal a cash point with ease. Most light builds don't stand a chance against anything you can hit them with, but hitting them with the sledgehammer is exceptionally fun. And most medium builds can be destroyed with basically any gun if you're competent enough.
Oh, I just direct hit that kid.
The guns you have at your disposal are all broken in their own regard. You get to level buildings with the grenade launcher, you can abuse people with the Lewis gun, you can light people on fire with the flamethrower. This class is so cool, man, you could be the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah!
Your range paired with your health make you a massive problem when left alone. You can just camp cash points from tall buildings and get quick picks off the little guys as they foolishly fight each other. I mean, really, this is basically just scratching the surface of what you can do with the heavy build. And if you're able to actually utilize heavies in a team comp with people who can actually communicate, you'll have some sweet fights waiting for you. The guns and abilities you have are fantastic and stand above the other classes. While not invincible, you can still pretty much achieve whatever you want as a heavy build. Except run fast. Okay, now that you know the classes a little bit, let's go over some extra stuff. Basically, any structure in this game can be destroyed and altered in order to tilt the other teams. There are a lot of various hazard barrels that are just laying around, but the government doesn't really want you to know are free. You can basically use these for any reason you can think of, and they all alter the game in some way. I mean, watch this. What about this?
I'm dead, bro.
Now you got a teammate on you.
The quick res.
What the heck? That was so sick.
Can you revive people like that in Fortnite? I didn't think so.
Yeah, no,
And what about this one, eh?
Try to get the zipline set. Is he coming up? Does he have the box? He is.
Do it. Let's go, boy.
Yeah, let's go!
All of these utilities add a layer of unpredictability and creativity that a lot of other games don't offer. At least definitely not with this pace of play. Now this game is fun, but by no means do I personally believe it is a completely balanced or finished game.
I think the finals just killed itself.
There are some rounds that feel pretty much unplayable because of some busted mechanics and utilities. With overpowered items and stacked team setups, you're playing Russian roulette anytime you enter a game. You may lock yourself into a build you think will work, but not have enough options to fight a better team that overall counters you. Regardless of that, the potential for creativity and uniqueness in the finals is a relief in a stale scene. If you're able to get past some of the brokenness and unbalanced builds, the finals has a lot to offer for players who give it a chance. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you'd give it a like, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd also really like to know if there are any other games I should play and make a video on, so I'd really appreciate your comments on that as well. And if you noticed anything I missed, or if there's something you guys disagree with, the floor is yours in the comments section, so I'll be checking it out. Thank you guys.